Hey Nick, what are you up to?
Oh, just seeing if I could get some dope sounds off my rad new keyboard.
Sounds, well, interesting.
Wicked. You think I'll be famous?
You should think about music industry arts. That's right up their alley.
Awesome. I can't wait to learn this. Today we're taking a look at one of the newer programs at Algonquin, where sounding good is the name of the game.
Music industry arts has been growing steadily since its launch in fall of 2010, with hundreds of students applying each year.
To find out what the buzz is all about, we'll be joined in studio with a current student who'll tell us all about it. And he'll show us how it's done with a live performance.
I can't wait. So let's start rolling and take a look at where the magic happens.
Y'all ready?
Music industry arts is all about audio and teaches recording techniques ranging from what you can do in a world-class recording studio to what sounds just like it using only what fits in your backpack. Students learn how to record and produce records, work with audio for video, including sound effects, compose music using nothing but a laptop and keyboard, and dive into the business side of the industry, from the seedy history of the business to the current and game-changing trends of today. Using these top-of-the-line facilities, students are shown the ropes from professors in class until they are ready to get a chance at the wheel on their own after hours in the studio. With their ability to network and find the next great band in town will give them a chance to showcase their skills to the world.
Isn't that awesome? We've got a current student of the program here in studio today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So in a few sentences, how would you describe the program?
This program is exciting. It's a bit tough. It's a lot of hard work. Very, very fun. And the best.
I heard you talking about networking earlier. So can you explain a little bit about it?
Yeah, networking. Networking is definitely one of the major parts of this industry. The teachers literally talk about it every day, so it's definitely a big deal. Yeah, obviously the bigger network you have, the more opportunities you'll get, the more doors will open for you, and the better chance you'll get at succeeding.
So I know you take a lot of different classes, but it's a 2-year program combined into 1 year.
Right.
What's your favorite class?
My favorite class? That's tricky, actually. They're all good for different reasons. That's the cool thing about this program. It's not just like music. You'll get the business side of the music, entrepreneurship, like the digital side, the analog side, recording. But for me, I like being in the studio, hands-on sort of stuff.
What's the best part about it?
The best part about this program? The fact that I'm nearly done and I'm still learning new stuff every day and still excited about it, still want to come to school. It's awesome.
So what should future students expect while applying?
Future students should expect to be prepared to work hard, Like you said, it is a 2-year program squeezed into one, so it is a bit tough. More work than probably an average student, but it doesn't seem like work when you love it so much, so it's not bad.
What do teachers have expectations for you?
Yeah, like most programs, you know, they want you to be enthusiastic about it. They want you to work hard, and yeah.
How do you get interested in the music program?
I'm really into music, so like music was definitely something I wanted to pursue. So to be honest, I just Googled music stuff in Canada and it showed up and I clicked it and applied.
So would you recommend this program to other students?
Yeah,
Why?
totally. Anybody who's interested in music, not just playing or recording, you know, anything, law side of it, the business side of it, promoting, yeah, concerts, anything, it's awesome.
So I know you take a lot of classes, but can you tell us a few examples of the classes that you take?
So yeah, obviously we'll have the studio class, like a lab class. We'll have business, we'll have entrepreneurship, communications, personal presentation skills, you know, being able to present yourself and explain why people should pick you. Yeah.
Cool. It really sounds like a fantastic program. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome, thank you.
And I heard you're playing for us, right?
Yes, that's right, I am.
Well, that sounds awesome.
I went in thinking it was going to be a lot about like recording and stuff, which is exactly what it was. So I was kind of happy about that.
It was a little overwhelming at first, like there's a lot of class time and stuff, but just got to buckle down and get the job done, I guess. But it's a lot of fun and I'm really enjoying it.
I was pretty excited, like just day one. I remember looking at that board and it was like, you know, it's all Greek to me sort of thing. But then pretty quickly they had us going. I could tell they know how to get us to know stuff, you know what I mean?
With digital audio, I just think there's a real world of opportunity there, and I'd really like to sink my teeth into it and get more, become more aware of just the different techniques and, you know, develop my own skills in that sense and see what comes up.
I'd like to open up my own studio one day, but I know that would be a long time coming. So just anything behind the desk I'd like to do, really.
Probably just to help my bands out a lot. The recording knowledge is really good to know as like a DIY musician. So I think, yeah, I'm going to use that mainly for my bands and for myself, hopefully to get jobs outside of school.
Meeting all the interesting like artists around me that I didn't really like know about before.
I find the program is playing, it's like you can sit at home and learn a lot of stuff yourself on YouTube or however you want to look stuff up, but this is the real nitty-gritty of like making a professional sounding record and EQing and mixing and all that sort of stuff.
It's just talking about music all day, so you can't go wrong there, right?
Now you know what students think. Chris is going to show us how they lay down tracks on the go. Thanks for being here.
No worries.
Now, you've got a heck of a setup here. Would you mind running through?
Yeah, for sure. So obviously over here I've got my Pro Tools, my recording program. I've got my Mbox interface, which is where I'll plug my mics into. So I'll plug in, normally I'll just plug in my guitar into channel 1. I'll plug in the vocal mic into the second input and I'll set those up in here so that they correspond with the interface. I'll put it on record ready so the tracks are ready to go and I'll get some levels so I'll test it, turn the gains and make sure that I've got some good levels. It's not too hot, not too weak and ready to record. And then I'll, you know, click record and head into it.
All right, so how long would you say it takes to set up this?
Yeah, it's not too long at all. It's, you know, 3 to 5 minutes and literally you can throw it in my bag, take it anywhere I want.
Well, how would you compare it to the quality of like a real studio?
You know what? To someone just listening on their iPod, they probably wouldn't be able to tell too much of a difference. Someone in the industry probably could tell the difference, but the quality on this little thing that I can take anywhere with me is phenomenal. It's so good. But it is different from the studio. Obviously in the studio you'll have a mic panel. you'll need to plug mics into and stuff, and cables will wrap everywhere and go back into the board. But yeah, it's not as hectic as that.
All right. Well, how would you say it'd be worth it to buy one of these instead of just renting like studio time?
For someone who's into more of like a singer-songwriter, guitar and singing, totally. If you've got a massive band, obviously you're going to need a bit more inputs and you might want to invest in the studio, but this is quality for anyone who's just playing and singing.
Yeah. Well, what else can you do on your Pro Tools here? Like just for recording?
So yeah, like I can record the guitar and sing, and then after I'm done, I'll actually normally record another guitar track, so I have two, and pan them left and right, so we've got two guitars going on. I'll sing again. Like, you can keep going, so you can sort of create a full band sound, but not at once, obviously.
Okay, well, I'll let you get to your song now.
All right, cool, yeah.
I run and I fall, I crumble and crawl, face down in the dirt of my sorrow. Where am I now? Where have I taken myself? Treading softly, for I don't know where I'll go. Bring me in and direct me home. Take me back. I'm sorry for the things that I have done. Take me back. I don't know why I did, but I chose to run. Oh, take me back. Take me back.
Well, that was great.
Thank you.
What else do you do now?
So normally after that, you've got normally a full song recorded. If there's any editing I need to do, you can just cut it up and say add in like a crossfade or something. Yeah, stuff like that, obviously. And then this is where the good stuff happens. You move over into a mixing window, and you can throw things on like an EQ, a compressor. That's where you get really creative and sort of do some fun magic, make it sound like someone's iPod.
So how do you make it like adjusting like levels and stuff?
Right, yeah. So like say you listen to it back, all the vocals aren't that loud. It's just as easy as just pulling that up, pulling this down maybe. So like the vocals are now a bit louder. Literally just pull in faders and add in plugins. It's simple but effective, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming out and sharing with us, Chris.
No worries.
It's been great fun. If you want to hear more of his music, check out the website below.
That was awesome, Chris. What a cool song.
Thank you so much.
Tell me about it. I think that's going to be stuck in my head for a while.
Hopefully it doesn't drive you crazy. We've got journalism coming up next week.
Wow. Can't wait to learn more about it. Thanks for joining us, folks.
We'll see you next time on Learn This.
Winds blow